Yo, bro, why are you wearing fucking sunglasses?
Ooh, brother, ooh, what are you wearing? Are you not look maxing yet? I mean, look
What
at
the
me.
heck is look maxing, bro? You just look like you minimized your ways to get some punanzis, bro.
Man, look at his nice shirt. He is making himself ridiculous about my nice shirt because I've been using the new app UMax. No, just kidding. So, hey, everybody, and welcome to this episode. So, today we're talking about look maxing and how some apps are making millions on the App Store. One is specifically, which is called UMax. Basically, what it does, you take a picture and then it gives you a scale, like a hotness scale, back in the day when people like hot or not. Similar, just now in AI spin. So basically, you take a selfie and then it gives you scores, right? So on face, potential, jawline, cheekbones, skin quality, and masculinity. So, Mark, any thoughts?
Well, honestly, fucking genius. I wish I came up with that. But
Yeah.
it's all, I mean, think about it. It's one of these things that directly goes on what people want. They always want to look the best. They want to be the best. People are very insecure about this shit, how they look. And if there's, you can just give them fucking generic, probably advice. I don't
Man,
know. Look your jaw. For men, probably something about the jaw, beer. You know what? Beer, sorry, beard, not beer. And
yeah.
something like that, man. Easy peasy.
Well, yeah, cheekbones, jawline, skin quality, masculinity. I think that's like super, super smart. Just think about it. Like this app, bro, has over 1 million downloads. And wait.
Damn.
And like in order to basically see your first score, so you have to pay $3.99 per week, or invite 3 friends to get at least your first results, which is crazy, right? I mean, super smart because like you're like, hey man, come on, try it out, and then you can see your results. So it's like like very virality growth. At the same time, it just like goes into the fears or plays into the insecurities. A lot of people, they're like, hey man,
Mhm.
I want to look better, etc. I mean, look at my shirt, looks nice. Anyways,
It
but a
does.
cool
The glasses were horrible, though.
uh but that just like shows a really, really cool combination because what they're doing is basically, now we're going to go on the nerdy part. They're combining basically ChatGPT for giving advice. So, for example, for skin routine, etc. Because so how you can optimize your score, right? Get more handsome, as well as
Oh,
just like,
gorgeous. Is it also
yeah,
for
or
women or is it
gorgeous.
just for men?
I've seen it only for men, to be honest.
Ah, so handsome. Okay.
But might be also for male, for female. But yeah, the interesting part is like, for example, they're using for AI, image analytic, like basically their libraries or like for example, image generation models, but they're also like image and like tools that analyze it or models. So you basically can like analyze a face and then say, hey, how much does it deviate from the beauty line, whatever, and then give a score. Honestly, I think it's just a random score because it just gives you, depending on the lighting, etc., a certain score,
Well,
and then a
it
potential.
probably has something. It measures a few things and gives a score, but obviously the model's not good enough.
Yeah,
Like
for
it's
sure.
gonna be something quick and then give you generic advice.
But
Be like,
super
hey,
smart. And like, Mark, what else do they make? I mean, what do they make money? Not only from the subscription,
all right. So
hold
this
your
is the
beer.
all right, all right. This is where the genius comes in. So, well, this company Umex, for example, what they do is they have a subscription, like Lucas said, where you can upload a picture and it gives you a score and gives you some advice, tells you some routines. And in these routines, they're obviously kind of smart. They sell their own shit. So they tell you, hey, buy our facial skin routine,
Well,
buy
they don't
this.
buy, they don't recommend their own products yet.
Well,
They
I
get
think they have
affiliates,
some,
right?
no?
No, not yet. They
Ah, okay,
have
okay.
affiliates, but still, in the
Even
future they could
better.
do that. But I think it's like
Even better.
really, really interesting. Just think about it. They're like, I mean, they're very simple advice, right? Because basically, if you would say, "Hey, ask ChatGPT, give me a recommendation about skincare, whatever," especially they don't even let you text. Basically, what they do is they have pre-written questions. So, and then it will generate the text, but basically what it is, it's just like pre-written, so they don't have to re-render it, which is really, really nice.
And then think about it also,
Smart.
you can also do is well, affiliate links, right? So for
Yeah.
example, always jaw. I'm guessing there's not a lot of dudes that have anyways a fucking massive jawline. So they just fucking go to jaw, like what is it, Jawzrsize or jawliner to
Yeah.
this website, and they're just like, hey, please give me an affiliate link. will give you, I don't know, I'm sure there's a fucking ton of dudes that buy this shit.
I mean,
Then there you go.
just looking at it, like I'm now on to just like this was just like in a hole and like a rabbit hole. I can now look on the other app. It's called Jawline Exercises. Mark, how many downloads does it have? 30 minutes
Uh,
jawline exercises per day. Get the chiseled jawlines, bro.
uh, 10,000.
I give you the number of reviews.
Okay.
133,000 reviews on Google Play
Damn. So
Store.
it's like almost 2 million, 2, 3
It's
million at
it's a
least.
plus 10 million, 10 million plus. So it's
Damn.
between 10 and 50 million downloads. Just think about it. This is
What is it called?
crazy. Jawline exercises, face yoga. So I
Fuck,
mean, it has
bro.
like a habit reminder and stuff like this, and then like certain exercises that you have to do. I mean, it gives you also like tips about it's cool. It's interesting also like progress because there's also like a progress bar, so you can always see like did you do your face yoga. And again, this also plays into the role or into the well, the fear of people not be feeling pretty enough, which is quite interesting or people trying to look well maximizing their looks maximizing. I think that's a trend what it's called right now, but it's super interesting. Like there are
Shut up.
so many apps that make so much money that you would never even think about.
It's like
I
the
mean,
small things, right? It's the small things that we are insecure about, or we want to
yeah,
well, I guess
yeah.
it's because you're insecure, or you want
all
to
right,
optimize, right?
all right, Mark, another point. This
And this
app,
is for men, right? Like think about women. I mean, makeup and all that shit does a lot of that already. It doesn't
okay, Mark,
exist for men.
this app has 10 million downloads.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at what other products are they building. Period tracker calendar, 100 million plus downloads.
Damn,
Jesus
boy.
fucking Christ.
Oh
Like
yeah, but that's super useful, man.
no,
That's kind of cool.
it is super useful. It's super cool. But just think about it. Like they build products that are like going in all directions. And at the same time, it's relatively simple to build apps like this because it's always about tracking, etc.
So
Like
easy
building
database.
habits. So
Yeah.
you always use their app because once you build a habit with the one app, you're not going to change, which is really smart. But yeah,
So talking about looks maximizing and companies that have other products. So I was looking a little bit into one of them. The one
yeah,
company, I don't know, it was called Easy Fasting Inc. They had a company, well, they had a product, LooksMax. Okay. So basically like UMax, just a competitor.
yeah,
Also decently big. I think had a couple 100,000 downloads. And they have a few other things that are somewhat related. They have AI chatbots to talk with.
yeah,
So something AI. Then they have a Riz plug AI. Basically, Riz plug AI, what it is you upload a screenshot of your conversation on Tinder or whatever, Instagram that you have with a girl,
yeah.
and then it gives you advice on how to fucking answer.
Crazy.
So that's one thing. And you know what? They're not even done yet. So they have also Astro AI, which has also a couple of $100,000, I think. So they're all in the someone similar niche where you have
Yeah.
basic AI models that you can use, and then you charge users for it. So direct to consumer is back, baby. And these are not even think about it. These are not in itself massive apps, right?
No.
They're big, couple of like 100,000, but if each of them has a cash flow, a couple grand, bro, that's just big. And probably the team doesn't even need to be that big. So you can make a kind of, I don't know, up to 1 million
All right.
probably a year with these.
So, Mark, just to summarize, so in general, what I think is really cool seeing all these apps because they're integrating more and more AI. It's like because the AI does most of the magic. It's relatively simple to build these apps and then just get a model in there to does most of the work, which is really cool. And I think like it will disrupt. Actually, coming back to our thesis that we had of already like last year. It's basically that we're seeing different generation of AI tools, right? So the
Mhm.
first generation, which is similar to the Google Play Store. So first generation of Google Play Store or Apple App Store was like, all right, you got the flashlight, the ruler, or whatever, all these apps,
When you said flashlight,
calculator,
bro, I
uh,
didn't think about the sex toy, the flashlight. I was
no,
like, bro.
normal flashlight. So this was the very beginning, right? And then the second generation were like, and then now we have like Dropbox or whatever, like all these like different generations of the tools.
Yeah.
Whereas then you see the same with AI, right? The first one was PDF reader, all these tools, and now you're already seeing like this whatever. I think now we're second or third generation. I would assume third generation. We're already seeing like, all right, AI in dating, right? So you have the Riz apps, which have already like over a million, like millions of downloads,
Hmm.
or you have the UMax, which is LOOKSMAXIng, right? So these apps are just like AI enabled, which is really really cool. They're taking a concept which was before very hard, because before we were like, who would rate you, right? Because before it was like hot or not was people actually doing the rating itself,
Yeah.
whereas now you can do that all with AI, which is very very interesting. And this will, like, you can, I think it's cool because basically all the ideas that were done before, which were normally done by like crowds, can now be done by AI. So you will see a lot of these apps like happening now, which I think is really really interesting. Maybe like personal trainer and stuff like this. I mean, actually you see them. We talked about one of them. Yeah, it's really really cool. Um,
Rex.fit.
yeah, exactly. Or nutritionist. So yeah, that's really, really cool. I like that. Also, Mark, by the way, I looked at the one with the period scanner, etc. How much do they make a month? How much you guess?
Are they publicly traded, or how did you find out?
I just Googled it and I found like a
Oh,
sensor
bro,
tower. It's
10 million.
basically I think a million, a little bit over a million.
Damn,
I think it's
still
because
massive.
it's because it's a UK based company, so you can just go
Mhm.
on
How old is the product? Can you see? Probably very old.
well, the company's incorporated in January 2020. Um,
Oh, really?
but it's crazy, right? Filing history. Yeah, I mean, they're making bucks. They're making a lot of money. All right. Anyways, so yeah, they're making I think at least a million, if not a million and a half a month. So like, that's really really good. That is tons of money that they're making. But yeah. Anyways, all right, Mark. Any ideas? Anything else? Oh yeah, actually, what I also wanted to see or talk about was look maxing. We got no. I think Mark. Do you have anything else to talk about?
No, I think in general, it's super interesting how more and more people are going into this AI space in terms of what are the categories they're going to. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, we are more familiar now with the dating market because we are also building that segment, AI slash dating. So I think it's
Mamacita.ai. A little plug right
exactly.
there. But anyways,
So I think that's super cool, super nice, and it's just basic models that can do so cool things, and just shows at the end of the day, because there's so many competitors, it's just you need to be able to market direct to the consumer.
yeah.
If you have the marketing figured out, the rest is just
It's all about distribution.
exactly.
So nowadays it gets easier and easier to build products, which is amazing, right? Because in the end, it's like it's the quality of products like increasing, like
Hmm.
AI, etc. But now it's all about distribution. That's why I think it's always like we'll come back to more and more working with um, like content creators who already have the platform or slash the
Audience.
audience, so you can
Yep.
directly like for example rich wallets. So rich wallet is a wallet which costs like 100, it's like a super thin wallet which costs I think between 120 and
Mostly for
160.
men, okay? So the
Yeah,
target group
mostly
is
for men.
men.
Exactly. And they cost between 120 and 160 dollars. And I was just like, I think they're not that big, but they actually just announced a partnership with Marquez. So MKBHD.
It's a
I'm
tech
always like fucking
YouTuber.
this up. Exactly. Probably the biggest tech YouTuber in YouTube history. Anyways, and yeah, basically, then I just like they in the interview they were saying that they sold more than 500 million worth of wallets in history, which is probably insane. Like these numbers, and that's like a very niche product, and now they're expanding. So basically, they're going from niche towards now backpacks, etc. And they're working. Actually, he got a Marquez got a board seat, which is quite interesting because like they want to work with him and now open to other markets like adjacent markets, backpack, um, then also
So,
travel bags.
which is interesting though, because I feel like yes, that makes sense. Okay, they probably
Yeah,
did their math, but on the other hand, we were talking more about content creators because anything that is tech related, wallets are not really tech enabled or using tech. So it's super interesting that they're using still the same strategy or going that direction. Because I mean, they can use the YouTube content that he creates also for marketing, right? So on social media, etc., wherever they want to go. But
But I
yeah,
see it. But I think a clear thing that you have to differentiate is, for example, especially if you're a tech YouTuber and you do reviews of tech products, you don't want to, if your main job is reviewing stuff, you don't want to have your own product, because then you're not neutral anymore, right? Because all about these YouTubers tend to be trying to be neutral. That's why these adjacent markets are like
yeah, no, that's
symbols,
not my
right?
point. My point was just
um
more about, like, right, we're talking about end of the day while we talk about this with AI and stuff.
yeah,
It's about moats, right?
that's true.
So what are defensibilities that you could have? Moats. And these kind of products, at least the firstly, unless you own your own a model, AI model,
Yeah.
etc., these are not very defensible. That's why we said the marketing channels are important, and that's finding the right audience and maybe partnering up with some of these influencers in these niches with either equity or extremely lucrative affiliate models is
Well,
becoming
and
more and more
building a
important.
community, right? Because in the end,
Yeah, 100%.
look, for
You
example,
can
at,
also build it, but it takes longer, right?
yeah, for
And
example,
people lose
Civil
rank.
AI. So Civil AI is a website for AI modeling, for AI model hosting. Let's put it this way,
Mhm.
and people can just upload their own models. So checkpoints as well as LoRa's. So basically, LoRa's is just like a version. So basically, you can say
You
an
can type in
Airbus.
golden retriever
Exactly,
jumping, and then
exactly. So you have a model. A model is basically, everybody knows, Stable Diffusion, and then a LoRa would be a LoRa for only golden retrievers. So when you type in golden retriever, it will be very detailed, right? So it's basically a very specific, like it's trained on
for example,
images,
I
and
could
then
make the I if I put the trigger word twin in there, I could train the model, the LoRa, on Lucas's face, and it would see every time his ugly face when we type in twin. Every single
exactly,
time. So you see the
yeah.
bald guy, decently beard, didn't
What are
you
you
max
talking about,
yet.
ugly? This guy just put on his
Oh,
sunglasses. This
sorry.
guy is
That's me.
LOOKSMAXING.
I'm not you maxed yet. I'm not looks max.
Exactly. Come
You
on,
got the
come back
sunglasses.
to my level, and then we can keep talking.
Exactly how this works. Basically, you
But
basically connect somewhat of a shape or
yeah,
face to a word. That's
yeah.
what it is.
All right, Mark. So now we talked about look maxing, but now let's talk about subscriber maxing. So everybody,
Ooh,
if you like this
damn.
podcast, and of course it's also the YouTube or slash twin agreements. So if you like this podcast, feel free, go on YouTube, press that like button, of course, subscribe. Give us feedback in the comments. We really read all of them, and of course answer to all of them. And yeah, I think, Mark, that's the pod. Or do you got
That's
another
it.
topic? All right, everybody. Peace.